how to get an RData file into RStudio Cloud from the internet. We'll illustrate this through the context of the example on page 18 inside the textbook, where we're going to work on the Learn by Doing histogram exercise. Make sure that you are following the instructions for R, not for StatCrunch or another statistical package. What we actually want to do is take the data set that's behind this link, download it from OLI to our computer, and then we'll upload it from our computer back up to RStudio. By clicking here, the file has now downloaded from the textbook onto our computer. Now we need to upload the file into RStudio. So make sure that you go into RStudio next. Open the project that you've created for our class. Right now the file is being stored on your computer or tablet, and you want to get it stored into or uploaded into RStudio Cloud. And to do that, we want to go to the part of the screen that has to deal with files. Over on the right-hand side, that pane is the one that deals with files. So inside that pane, you have some choices up here. Click on Files. The choices under Files are New Folder, Upload, Delete, Rename, and more things, copying, exporting, etc. We want to upload the data file into RStudio, so we'll click on Upload. And the target directory is fine. You want to pick on File to upload. Choose the file. Whatever computer you're using, it should pop up a menu like this, and the file that you just put in generally goes straight to download, so that's where you want to look. I'm going to look at downloads. Mine is organized by when the file was downloaded. Yours might be organized by alphabetical by name or something like that, but the file that you're looking for is called actor.rdata. The .rdata means this is a file that can only be read in RStudio. And I'll show you what happens if you try to open it on a Macintosh instead. You want to choose that file and click Open. Now it's asking us, are we sure that we want to upload actor.rdata? And we do, so we'll click OK. Now at the very bottom of all my files, but this will probably be the very first file that you upload, you can see that inside of here now I have the file actor.rdata. If you'd like to see what's in it, first click on it and it asks you, do you want to load it into your environment? Yes, you do, because you want to use it. And now you can see that something new appeared up here in this pane, which generally told us whether or not our data had been uploaded correctly. And now we see how actor age is there. There are 32 observations and there's one variable. We also see that down here in the console, it actually did something for us. It typed in this load command and loaded that data file for you. Now, if you remember from the last video, if you want to look at what's in there, we can either type the name of the file and get this long list, or we can type view and the name of the data set. The name of the data set is what we can find up here in the environment. It tells us that the name of the data set is actor_age. So if I type actor_age, it will autocomplete for me and I can choose it. And now I expect that long list. Alternatively, I can use the view command. And then it will the data set will appear above in a spreadsheet form. In this case, we see that there are, like it told us, 32 observations, and there is one variable. And we can see here that the name of the variable is age. Just like it told us over here, there were 32 observations, and there was one variable. At this point, the data is inside of RStudio, and we can use it and get graphs of it or calculate statistics on it. One of the most common mistakes people will make is to click here, especially if they're using a Chrome browser, and they'll see this sitting right down here, and so they'll automatically click on it. and they'll get this error message and they'll immediately email me or give up, saying, Professor, there's something wrong, it's broken, we can't do this. And that's actually not true. This is what is supposed to happen if you try to open it on your own computer. Right? This extension here, this RData, means that only RStudio is going to know how to open this file. Nothing else on your computer knows how to open the file. Google Docs don't know. Microsoft products don't know. Nothing else knows how to open that except for RStudio. So you can't look on it on your computer. Okay? You have to upload it to RStudio to be able to look at it. The second most common mistake people do is they sit there and they don't, especially if you're not on a Mac. If you're on a Windows machine, you don't always see this happening, and they do this over and over again. Okay? And then they end up uploading a file that has a number on it. Okay? So that literally means that there are, right now, 3 different copies of actor.rdata on my computer, because I've downloaded it more than once. And if you upload that one, it's not the biggest problem. Let me just show you how to fix it. So let's continue on what would happen with that other problem when people upload a file with some numbers in the back of it. Right, so someone has downloaded a couple of times the same file without realizing it, and they pick the first one they see, and it looks kind of right, and they upload it, and they say, okay, and it's in there, and then they can look at it, and it's there. It's easy to fix the name of a file. Remember up at the top of these file things we had rename. If you try clicking on rename, nothing happens. The way that you change the names of files and things like that or move them around, you actually first have to select it by checking the box next to it and then go up to rename. And then you can get rid of all those other characters that have been added in, so you still say actor.rdata. Now, if you think that's all a little vague and strange, this is a way to help you think about what we're doing. The process of downloading the data file from somewhere else, storing it on your computer, and uploading it is similar to how the Death Star plans got from Planet Scarif onto R2-D2. The data plans are stored on this planet in a data file, which gets downloaded onto the ship. And the plans need to get uploaded from the ship into R2-D2's memory. So we could imagine like the planet is like our Canvas site or the OLA textbook. We need to download the information to our local computer, which would be similar to the ship, and then we need to upload the information from the local computer to RStudio, which would be similar to R2-D2. So what is the whole process again? You're either on the Canvas site or on OLI. You download the data onto your computer. You cannot look at it here. And then you upload the data into RStudio, and then you can use it. And that is how you can get an R data file into RStudio Cloud from the internet with some music from Star.